Hey, random stranger! So I'm super chuffed today because we finally get to start a spanking new anime series, at least new to me, and it's called Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica. I'm doubly excited to finally watch this series because as part of our Guess the Anime plot based solely on the music series, Shaif got me to listen to Madoka's OP, and due to some extremely odd but quite tantalizing key changes, I had guessed that this show would have something to do with the main character being stuck in a time loop. And I'll put the link to that reaction video in the notes below if you're interested. But yes, I am definitely keen to see if my prediction is in any way accurate. As always, this will be a time-synced reaction, so make sure you have a copy of the show to follow along with. And here we go. Let's play this in 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, are we already in a time loop? Because this definitely is an otherworldly realm. The very regular exit sign. I loved how they showed her legs walking in a way that shows that she's very apprehensive. Ah, there's music. It puts me in the mind of like a more Fate Zero kind of show than what I was expecting. Uh, okay, so they're battling something that looks like the outline of a humongous bird. Who is this badass? Wait, who was that cat? That thing talking? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Is this the end of the world? We're starting with the end of the universe. Then there's that tree symbol, a dead tree. Oh, wait, what? That cat possum thing is the one who gives magical girls their power. Oh, of course, it's just a tree. Oh, wow, that was wild. I don't even know where to start. Okay, we'll just go with it. Ah, here we go. This is the OP. Da, 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 da. Build up. Left turn into this other key. I think it's the key, like it was just a chromatic step down, but on the circle of fifths, it's a very far away, unrelated key. So it just feels really weird, like we're just going around in circles. Man, you don't get any of that crazy deconstruction of the world stuff in this OP, right? Not that I remember. It's just like very fluffy, magical girl stuff. Okay, so I'm gathering our main character is a very wholesome, innocent, naive sort of person, and she somehow has to grow into the magical girl who has to save the world, change the world's fate. I mean, I love the stark contrast between the style of this OP and the piece that we opened with, where all that crazy shit was happening. Okay, she's Madoka. Okay. I'm guessing she gets her wholesomeness from her dad. Maybe she's not so wholesome. Whoa, what kind of house is this? It's huge. Okay, so the mom, quote unquote, wears the pants in this family. That's really cool. I love how it was just very subtle how her mom pushed the face style towards her. Somehow, oh, there we go, career woman. It kind of made us enforce the fact that Madoka is kind of like a chaotic mess on the outside, at least. Like she's not very put together, is the impression that I'm getting. This is such a perfect home. Everything's so organized. Next thing, the world is just crumbling to pieces. Ooh. Oh, look at this perfect world. The weather's perfect. She has friends. I wonder which one is Hitomi-chan. Man, I'm still flipping over this sort of vibe versus how it started. I mean, now we're just preoccupied with teenage love. It's so weird. Mm. Enjoy this moment where the deepest thing they worry about is like whether they're gonna get a letter of love confession. Okay. Wow, what a weird school like design. Socks with slippers. Wrong answer. Oh. I mean, what is this class? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's her. It's the badass. Like clearly the antisocial type. Homura. And she's a genius. I don't know, she just gives off that vibe. Why is she even here? She here to find Madoka? Mm. They're not even really listening to her answers. They're just kind of bathing in her aura. She looks so sad. Oh, that like face in shadow. It's the eyes, isn't it? The way that they've drawn her eyes that just gives it that really tired, experienced warrior look. I don't know. No, she knew already. Oh, those shots are so up close and but also really distant. Like it shows her distance from everyone. If you don't become the person you're meant to become, they'll all die. Okay, but just stay the same as well. That's quite contradictory, though, isn't it? Hmm. Yes, the question is, I mean, clearly she doesn't need to be here, but what does she want with Madoka though? Oh, that was that cat possum thing in the beginning. That was like offering Madoka special powers. It's so weird how they're dropping little hints that this is clearly not the first time that they've met. And that it's only Madoka that, well, actually, no, everyone else also knows that she hasn't met Homura before. Ugh. Oh, is that it? Like, maybe she's actually died a lot of times in the past. And then she just gets reborn because she hasn't fixed things yet. Hmm. I mean, they couldn't make it any more obvious by having those characters repeat that. Oh, wait. Oh, it's Homura trying to kill the thing. Was she trying to kill it or capture it? It's kind of hard to tell. Was that Homura? No, that wasn't Homura's voice. Oh, it's a thing. It's a thing that's calling to Madoka? But if Homura's trying to kill it, assuming Homura is a good, quote unquote, good person, that means the thing is bad. Maybe it doesn't really fall neatly into good and bad dichotomies. Damn, she got it good. How is she there? Oh, she followed her from the CD store. That's right. Huh? What? From whence does this LSD trip come from? What is happening? Okay, butterflies. While cosplaying. Whoa. There's all this weird symbolism stuff happening. It's just going by too fast. There's the crown, the butterfly with the crown on it. What are they? Okay, are those Homer's chains? Oh my god. I love how she's protecting Madoka, even though she's probably scared shitless herself. Cube. She's the one who controls the chains. Or is she actually the one that's changed? Oh, transformation scene? Whoa! Damn. Oh, okay. So whatever thing that these magical girls fight against, they create these like hallucinatory visions, and then they kind of overcome the victim with those things. Oh, it's a witch. Is there many witches or there's the witch? Oh, there's different factions of magical girls. Is she like acting in with pure motives? What, to turn them into magical girls? This is so wild. I love it. at first you think it's one thing, and then it's like, oh my god, what is actually happening? So you have the contrast of the high school setting where all of the girls are slightly obsessed with popularity and becoming pretty and attracting other people, versus this whole life death. The stakes couldn't be any more higher. World destruction, whatever is going on with these. Well, so far we've only met Homura and Mummy, the magical girls, and it seems like they are not. They are kind of on the same side in that they seem to be hunting this witch, but then Homura is trying to kill Quid, Mummy's friend, so to speak. Maybe, I don't know, is she trying to prevent Madoka from becoming a magical girl after that whole speech about how she should stay who she is right now and not trying to become someone else? I'm also super, super intrigued by how the witch, who may or may not be the antagonist at this point, I don't know. When the witch shows up, they show up by surrounding the person that they're going after with all of these wild images. Like there was the Eiffel Tower in there, there's like historical images, and then a bunch of geometric patterns, the meaning of which I won't even try to guess. It just seems like a bunch of mishmashed symbols and images drawn from our current world. I'm not really sure what all that is meant to represent, but I'm sure that it will get clearer as we move on with the episodes. Straight on to episode 2, guys. This is going to be a wild trip. I can feel it. In 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, so she also goes to the same school. Also has a contract with QB. She dreams about magical girls every single night. Poor thing. I don't know about QB. Um, the thing with contracts is that there is always a quid pro quo. And so I really wonder what the girls have to give up or what price they have to pay in order to gain these magical powers that Cube seems so intent on doling out to to these high school girls. On the other hand, it could also be possible that Cube is in its own way trying to save the world, maybe in a way that Homona doesn't agree with, which is why she seems at such loggerheads with Cube. But they both have pure intentions, or good intentions at least, to prevent the world from disappearing, I guess, or being overtaken by the witch. I bet that there are just threads and threads on Reddit analyzing what the heck those images and symbolisms mean every time the witch shows up. Was it the witch or a witch? I wasn't sure. Okay, this is almost a repeat of episode 1. Same routine. Except now we have a weird cat possum thing. Oh. Wow. So not only does Kyubei's voice only appear in Madoka's head, it's not even visible to other people. What happened to Mommy's family? Does it contain their soul? Oh no. That sounds like the you'll sell your soul to me for one wish kind of deal. I'm not sure about any of them, especially immortality. Ah, witches. What if the witches are just magical girls who have awakened to reality, like in the Matrix? That's so real. But this is what most humans worry about and have conflict over. Just workplace issues. I don't know. That is suspiciously dichotomic. I mean, that's not a word. Dichotomic. What is it? You know what I mean. Whoa. Oh, so is it that when a human wanders in around or is close to a witch, they just die for unexplained reasons? But now that they've seen things like this that other humans can't see, there's really no going back, is there? Mm, oh no, the third wheel. Or not, the Yudi fantasizer. Duh. Oh, I also like noticed like Madoka's ribbons. So effectively put there by her mom, but I also noticed that Mummy had similar kind of ribbons in her hair, foreshadowing, of course, Madoka's transformation into a magical girl. That's really cool. That is weird. Don't even have your own thoughts to yourself anymore. Mm, tied in plain sight. Yeah, there we go. Mm. Okay, but it still doesn't feel like Homura was trying to take out the competition or stop the creation of new new magical girls for selfish reasons. It seems like she knows something else that they don't. What, you gotta feed it as well? Thought it was some immortal being that doesn't need food. Maybe it just eats because it's nice to, not that it needs to. I mean, she's realist or smart. You gotta read the fine print, right, before you sign a contract. What does she want? Who did she lose? Mm. Does it have something to do with her? It definitely has something to do with Madoka. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Hitomi turned out to be a secret magical girl as well. I can't tell if she's actually upset or if she's just milking the drama. I am curious to see, like, to meet some other magical girls that are in it for the rewards and just want to take out the competition and establish a monopoly. That would be cool. Costume design. Uh, exit sign again. Is she? I'm just so sus on everyone at this point. Yeah, see, that's the question that they plant in your mind right from the start. They're clearly trying to paint Homura in this sort of antagonistic light, at least from the main character's perspective, but it's quite obvious also that she does have good intentions. Just don't know why yet. Traffic accidents. There's like epic music from the start of Ep 1. Okay. It is terrible that it drains the life energy from people who have no idea what's going on. And they just think it's like general depression. Oh, that was like the butterfly with the crown on it. That symbol. They kiss their victims. It's kind of vampiric in a way. And Madoka's just like going in with nothing. I mean, I guess she has Cube, but Cube also doesn't really seem to have any defensive powers either. Wait, why did you chuck away the rifle? Oh no, there she is. I wonder if there's any sort of continuity between the images that are used. I mean, there are flying things. There's cloud heads with mustaches. Nice. Playing cards. Ooh. Very surrealist sort of art. What? This is the most weirdest combat scene ever, but it's actually really cool. Like, what do you shoot at? Do you shoot at the individual symbol images? Because it's kind of everywhere and nowhere, isn't it? The witch. Oh, a ribbon is an actual weapon as well. Oh, holy shit! A ribbon is like this massive like shotgun. Crazy. Okay, and then you collect the soul gem of the defeated witch, I guess. Right. But doesn't that just lock them into an endless cycle of defeating witches then? Otherwise, they'll just blink out. Man, those two have a past. Yeah, an ep two. Okay. I love that we got that additional explanation that kind of peeled the veil back a little bit in terms of what magical girls are versus what witches are. The whole magical girls are born of good feelings like hope and love and whatever. And then witches are the result of, well, curses, all of this um, condensation of bad feelings like sadness and death. I don't know. I'll have to go back and have a look. But it really seems like, at least from what Cube was telling us, there is this real dichotomy between good and bad. However, if you like pay attention to the other things and the other dialogue that's going on between the characters, especially around and about and with the character of Homura, there really seems to be this undercurrent of, well, actually, maybe it's really not that clear cut who's good and who's bad. Also, it's really fascinating how they're overlaying this whole unseen system of magical conflict over everyday instances of human suffering and conflict and death and violence. It's like they're almost personifying these incredibly dark and negative, intense emotions that humans experience, such as depression, despair, hate, all of those strong, intense emotions, and giving them this visual or symbolic imagery, or even just like, you know, a person that's behind all this, the witch. From the explanation of how witches come to be, it doesn't seem like they start out as people. It's more like they come into being because of these hotspots of despair and depression. We also saw that after being defeated, a witch, if you're lucky, will leave behind a grief seed, the name of which is also intriguing. It's almost like that seed is the residue of all the bad feelings and despair that the witch originally was born from in the first place. So I don't know, who's to say that witches aren't just these incredibly depressed beings crying out for help and for some sympathy and some therapy? I don't know. I can really see how this series will feed into some really interesting discussions around how humans deal with the everyday reality of suffering and also finding these glimmers of hope at the edges or even at the center of this suffering. Yeah, I'm super glad that we finally started this series, and I'm looking forward to what you guys think about these first few episodes.